Broadcasting live from the Business RadioX studios, it's time for Women in Motion. Brought to you by WBEC West. Join forces, succeed together. Now, here's your host.
Lee Cantor here, another episode of Women in Motion, and this is going to be a good one. But before we get started, it's important to recognize our sponsor, Webeck West. Without them, we couldn't be sharing these important stories. And today's episode is in the series that we're doing with the National Black Business Pitch. And we have the third place winner and her mentor. We have Khadijah Robinson and her mentor, Lynn Reddick. Khadijah is with Aqua Waterproof Headwear, and Lynn is with the Federal Reserve Bank of San Francisco. Welcome.
Thank you.
Now, Khadijah, I am so excited to learn what you're up to. Third place winner is pretty impressive, and we'd like to learn more about the Aqua Waterproof Headwear business that you are running.
Yeah, thank you. I invented waterproof turbans and head wraps. My name is Khadijah Robinson, and I am the CEO and inventor of Aqua Waterproof Headwear. It is a line of stylish waterproof turbans and head wraps designed to protect our hair in style. So I'm so excited.
Well, so tell us about the backstory. How did this problem occur to you and the solution that you developed?
Okay, well, every great idea starts with the problem that you're trying to solve, right? I was on vacation and I wanted to look cute, but I also did not want my hair to get wet. I had extensions at the time and I didn't want my real hair to get wet and separate from the extensions, and I end up looking crazy. But my only option at the time was to put on a baseball hat because, swim caps are tight and uncomfortable and I still wanted to look cute. So I was like, well, I have a baseball cap. Let me put it on. I put it on, went snorkeling. My hair, of course, ended up getting wet and I spent hours redoing my hair when I got back to the room. And I said to myself, there has to be a better way to do this. Something that's stylish that I can, wear and look cute and still protect my hair. Got home, brainstormed, and had the light bulb moment and said, waterproof turbans and head wraps. I did my research. It didn't exist. And I just hit the ground running, trying to figure out how to invent it and bring it into real life.
So how did you kind of start iterating when something doesn't exist like this? Did you start with just a regular turban and then just said, okay, let me make it waterproof? Like, what was the order of things?
Well, actually, I started off, it wasn't a turban at all. It was like this. I got my sewing machine out. I don't sew, but my mom had one. Went to her house. I was like, let me just try to put something together. So I made this scarf looking thing that kind of looked like a turban, but not really. And I was just trying to get the idea out there. Did a whole bunch of iterations with that. And I said, listen, I am not a seamstress. Let me stop acting like I can do this. So ironically, I ran into a seamstress who made my prom dress, like in high school. And I saw her at an event randomly. And I was like, oh my gosh, Lele, I need your help. I'm inventing this turban that needs to be waterproof. And I have no idea what I'm doing. And I need your help. And she was like, absolutely, I will help you. I will do the concept for you and we'll figure it out. And she is my angel to this day because I sat down with her. She did the concept. We did a couple of iterations. The whole, it had to be waterproof. So I had to make sure that the design actually did what it was supposed to do. And she did a draft pattern for me. And she even went to my first manufacturer with me and, talked to them in technical terms to make sure that, he was able to recreate what we needed him to recreate. And the rest is history. The really hard part was actually trying to find the fabric. The fabric didn't exist. There was nothing out there that was waterproof, stretchy, soft, breathable, all the things. And that's actually the magic of our turbans is the fabric and the design. So once Lele helped me go to different fabric events and figure out how to talk to manufacturers to actually create this waterproof fabric. From there, we worked on the design and then we went to the manufacturer and I started the patent process.
Now, did you ever do focus groups or how did you know that, I know this was solving your problem, but how'd you know there was a market for it?
Absolutely. Okay. So I totally skipped that part, right? Once I had the idea, believe it or not, I got every family member and friend that I knew, I had them all sign NDAs and presented my idea to them. At the time, I had an actual sample concept that I could show, get their feedback on, ask them how much they'd spend on it, if this is something that they would want. And everybody thought it was the most genius idea ever. So I had like 3 focus groups. And then I also stood in front of hair stores in Philly and kind of like told people, like just got a feel for without telling everybody exactly what I was doing, got an idea of if this was something that was needed. And once I gathered all that data and that information, I took it back and I said, this is something that the world needs. So I went full steam ahead with going forward with trying to figure out how to make it.
So when you said, okay, this is a real problem that the market needs, and I have a great creative solution, did you like go to try to raise money, or did you have money? Like, how did you kind of get it off the ground? Because something like this seems like it would be a kind of a heavy lift to get this off the ground.
Well, thank God I had a job. So I didn't have a bunch of friends and family to go to for help with financing it. And honestly, this was really expensive. Initially spent $40,000 of my own money to get this going. And I had my full-time job, but the smart thing that I did as well is once the first production run was almost complete, I decided to do an Indiegogo campaign. And instead of like doing the traditional crowdfunding, I used the Indiegogo as a pre-sale. So put videos on there, did Facebook ads, Instagram ads, raised about $8,000 in a month on Indiegogo. And I used that money to help pay the balance of the production run. And then it was on from there.
Now, what kind of drew you to the National Black Business Pitch kind of contest? Was that something, how'd that get on your radar?
Interesting. So I need funds, right? As a small business owner, in order to grow and scale, I'm at the point where I need a lot of money in order to get to the point in my business where I can actually go into mass retail. So I've been applying for grants and all kinds of funding opportunities. I was doing a search on Instagram, and the National Black Business Pitch Competition came up. And I was like, oh my goodness, this is perfect. I had never done a pitch competition before. So I said, you know what? Why not? Let me apply. I applied early. I put my all in the application and my videos, and I just wanted to, hope for the best. And I couldn't believe it when I got the notice that I had been selected to actually do the pitch, one of the 30 businesses. I was like, this is crazy. And yeah, it was just on from there.
So what was it like to go through that? Because, the first group of people were kind of friends and family, right? You kind of knew a lot of these people, but now you're going to kind of strangers and they're judging your thing and giving you input. Was that uncomfortable? What did you feel like, you grew from that experience?
Well, thankfully I had been, I launched in 2019. So thankfully, I knew that people liked the product, at least customers did. Now, as far as strangers that I have to pitch for funding, absolutely terrifying. Absolutely terrifying. But Lynn was, when I say amazing, absolutely amazing. The key to it is Lynn literally, even sometimes we would stay on longer on the coaching calls longer. She did not hesitate, did not make me get off the phone early, did not stop me. And she just poured into me and gave me the best advice ever. And I listened. So that was the key. Even to this day, like I didn't take down a bunch of my background. Only some of it's gone because I did a pitch. I did another a pop-up. So I took some things, but I keep this stuff up all the time now on phone calls, on meetings, on everything, because it was just genius to just say, why don't I have my turbans in the background? And just the practicing of it all. So I thank Lynn for everything. And I've actually since then, and thank you, Lynn, to your amazing coaching, I to this day still listen. I won another pitch competition. With Black Girl Ventures, and I came in second place. So in Philadelphia, and listen, everything you taught me, everything Lynn has taught me, I have continued to implement, and it's been working greatly.
Now, Lynn, how did this mentoring opportunity get on your radar? I think are you muted? You might be muted.
I'm here now.
All right.
Here now. Yes.
Yeah.
As far as participating as a corporate member of WeBack West, I was presented the opportunity to participate in the National Black Pitch Program as a mentor, and I just jumped at the chance. WeBack West is the best as far as connecting women-owned businesses with their corporate members. And I just love participating in their programs, and providing technical assistance is a passion of mine and something that I've been doing for over 20 years now. And I was fortunate to be paired with Khadijah and her wonderful company.
Now, Lynn, do you have any advice for other corporates when it comes to mentoring entrepreneurs like this? Probably during your day job, you're not around this stage emerging business like this. Is there any advice you can share to your other corporates why it's important to be doing this kind of work?
Yes, absolutely. Anytime you can support a business as far as helping them grow, helping them succeed in going forward and winning that next contract, being successful in pitch contests, then that just benefits everyone. Because as corporate members, we're looking for those great diverse suppliers that can participate in our procurement efforts and make the best efforts and compete with the other suppliers that are invited to participate. And the more that we can share our knowledge in terms of what we see as in terms of a successful pitch, a successful way in terms of presenting themselves to really make the cut as far as being one of those suppliers that are invited to participate in procurements, the best there is. So, I mean, as Khadijah had said, we had I don't know how many 4 or 5 different sessions, maybe half hour, maybe they would go over, but we worked on mutual times. We talked about what each of us was going to prepare for our next session. They were very, very productive. And I mean, you can spare 30, 40 minutes out of your day? Yes, you can. And, I just highly recommend it for all corporate members to be able to really impart their wisdom and what's meaningful to them when they hear pitches from suppliers.
Now, Lynn, do you have any advice for these emerging entrepreneurs? How best to take advantage of these type opportunities to be a good mentee, to really be coachable and take all this information to heart? Because it is a great opportunity. The prize money is nice, but these relationships are the things that are going to pay dividends over the long haul.
No, absolutely. It's really participating in programs. And so WeBack West is a great organization to talk about, where they advocate for, they certify women-owned businesses. They provide these opportunities to meet with corporate members through meetings, through whether they're in person or whether they're virtual. It's those types of organizations that suppliers should seek out. It gives them not only opportunity with corporate members, opportunities to engage with other women-owned businesses. I mean, they've gone through maybe similar things depending on how many years in business they've been in. It's just a great opportunity to learn. And yes, you may have to invest some time in a few meetings here and there, but really the benefits of going to those meetings, the people that you meet, the corporate members that can, that can either guide you or give you advice is, I mean, it's, immeasurable as far as you're doing. As Khadijah has said, not only has she, continued to do some pitch competitions. Here she came in third for the National Black Business Pitch. And she's gone to went to another pitch contest, done even better. So, her being able to pitch to other corporate members is only something that, she's going to be top of mind to many corporates. If something comes up and they're like, wait a minute, I remember Khadijah, or I remember Aqua Waterproof Headwear. And, that really resonates with corporate members.
Now, Khadijah, do you have any advice for other aspiring entrepreneurs when they're putting together kind of a pitch like you had to do? Is there any do's and don'ts that you can share in order to, become a winner like you have?
Yes. If you are lucky enough to have a mentor and a coach, listen to them, listen to them, be a sponge, be teachable. I've learned when you're pitching, having your product available, seen, shown, even if it's services, something that says your name and what you do in the background is very, very helpful. I did get compliments on that, and I thank you, Lynn, for even taking me there and to help me do that. Also, practice. The day of, like when I first did my pitch, I had practiced so much that I was on. Then, of course, you kind of like, after you win, you're just like, oh, it's over. Let me do it. But my advice is keep practicing your pitch every day, like just so that you don't forget it, so that when it's time for you to pitch, it just comes so easily to you that you can, that you know, it comes across naturally and it really resonates with the judges. So definitely practice. Definitely listen to your mentor, and definitely have your products or services in the background. Just know your business, like know what you're talking about and be able to answer questions. Know your numbers, know your business in and out.
Now, Khadijah, what part of the National Black Business Pitch Competition kind of is staying with you as most valuable or impactful as you move forward?
Well, I will say this, and it's a testament to Lynn. Even if I didn't win third place, the training that I got on developing a pitch and actually being able to successfully execute it was so valuable. And I can't put into words, because like I said, I have literally used everything I learned from Lynn as I keep going into pitch different competitions. And again, the one that I just did was my second one. And I was like, I can't even believe I got second place. But it's because of the confidence and understanding of pitching that I did learn. Because like with this competition, there was no pitch deck. I didn't have anything in front of me. All I had was what I know and what I was able to memorize and express in words, just only words. So I will always forever take that with me.
So what do you need more of? How can we help you now?
Money. No, other than that, honestly, just ability to access people. Like Lynn said, if there are other companies out here who are interested in doing business with Aqua Waterproof Headwear or have different resources available, as far as just a database of how to get into retail, small retailers who are interested in doing business with small brands, the boutiques, just to help me prepare to get into the mass retail space. But right now, it's just the resources and access to opportunities that is going to help me immensely get to where I need to go. And I thank you all for that. Because you actually, WeBack does a great job with that all around. So honestly, the just ability to help and provide resources and opportunities is very much appreciated. So thank you.
And then you're on your way to become a certified women-owned business?
I am. And I just submitted everything for East Coast. So I am waiting for that. I just got MBE certification. So that's a big thing that I'm proud of. And I was just on a TV show called Buy It Now. It's on Amazon Prime. So if you can watch that, that'd be amazing, because Lynn, you'd be proud of me. You'd be proud of me for that. I'm not going to spill it. But episode 10 of Buy It Now on Amazon Prime, you're going to be proud of me.
And then if somebody wants to learn more about Aqua Waterproof Headwear, is there a website? Is there a best way to connect with you and the product and the team?
Yes, my website is aquaheadwear.com, just aquaheadwear.com, AQUA Headwear, HEADWEAR.com, and email me at hello@aquaheadwear.com. And
then I'm sure on all the socials, they can find you there.
All the socials at Aqua Headwear. So easy. AQUAHEADWEAR. On everything. TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, everywhere.
Well, congratulations on all the momentum. You're doing such important work, and we appreciate you.
Thank you. Thank you so much for the opportunity to talk to you today.
And Lynn, thank you for all you do to help the community get to new levels. Thank you.
No, it's my pleasure.
All right, this is Lee Cantor. We'll see you all next time on Women in Motion.